I made a commitment a long time ago when I became a faith keeper. This is my life now. The culture and traditions and our way of life. That's what we have. Native Americans have a way of life. This is who we are.
20, 30 years from now, I don't know if the language is going to be here. We've been traumatized for 500 years. And we're still walking around. And we're still carrying the heartbreak. And we're still got tears in our eyes. This place is just a survival school. This building that we got here is just surviving. We're trying to survive as Senecas for a little while longer. The important part is trying to keep who we are as people, as Native Americans. We're going through some tough times right now. All nations, not just us. This is all the Iroquois Confederacy. All the Oneidas, Onondagas, Cayugas, Senecas, Mohawks, we're all the same. We're all in the same boat.
We enter a point in our life where we know the days are numbered. This was a prophecy. In 1972, they said, there will be a time when our children will no longer speak from the heart, but they will begin to speak from their minds. And the day that that happens, that's the day that we as Indian people will cease to exist.
It's happening today. We're witnessing. I'm witnessing.
All our things that we teach has been brought down verbally. All our history has been verbal, passed down from generation to generation for the last 2,000 years.
We're getting into the season now where we're having powwows. You know, powwows are Saturday and Sunday on the weekends. But you know, originally powwows, there was 84 songs that were sung. They would start the first song and they would go until the 84th song was sung. Sometimes they would complete those songs in 2 or 3 days. Sometimes it would take up to 2 weeks to finish those 84 songs. You have grand entries, which come from the rodeos and the Wild West shows. That's not our tradition, but yet we have people who claim that that is our tradition.
The thing is not there. Here, what's in here? It's not there. I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they don't want to learn, or they're ashamed of who they are, or they're ashamed to speak their language. And I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
The language it's in each and every one of us, and it's coming to a point in time where we're going to have to bring it out.
When down down the whole new way you there on way car. Ina could have name on your way da. They who name the double stuck. They who name what the other knew. We just hack it. When they who name we knew. It is what God told now. The job on no way again when he said they knew.
I need fluent speakers. They understand what the language is, what it means. If you're going to be a speaker in our ceremonies in our longhouse, You can't use English in Longhouse. The Longhouse that we have holds like about 200, 300 people. Midwinter, that place was full. Kids, young people. But they don't understand. They understand my language by time. That would be like me going to a Chinese place. I don't know nothing. Don't understand their language, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're saying.
We are forgetting to think like Indian people. We don't think that way anymore. When we hear Indian words, we say, well, what's that mean? And then we translate it into English.
There's not that many people left. There's just a few of us, maybe 20, 30, 25, 30, maybe 30 at the most. They want to come to the Longhouse, eh? But they don't understand and they don't know. If we don't do nothing like we're doing today, if nobody does anything, 20 years, 30 years at the most, and nothing. If I can speak to you in Seneca and you're Seneca, that tells me who you are. We're trying to do something because if we don't, then we're not going to be nothing. We're not going to be anybody. We're just going to be people, I guess.
Even though I do not speak the language of the Seneca people, and I can listen to Dar, and I can feel what's in his heart, and I know that those words are good. We are survivors. This is a survival school.
This is something that we're trying to just hang on to what little we have left. We're trying to survive as Senecas for a little while longer.
We're glad they want to come back, but they need a little push somehow. So this is our dilemma right now. We got to look down the road. Another 30 years is a generation, see. And I got to look 30 years from now. I ain't gonna be around 30 years. I ain't gonna be here.
So we have to go and identify those things so that when we tell our children, this is how it used to be. This is where these things come from. This is the reasoning why they were done that way.
It's a survival school. That's all it is.
The goal of the school, of course, is to preserve the Seneca language, culture, and traditions of the Senecas. This has been Dar's mission for the past 11 years. Because right now we've only got, on this territory here, we've got 30 fluent speakers. That's an alarming number. And all of those fluent speakers are in their 60s and 70s and 80s.
We don't have that many old people left. There are kind of, the ones that are kind of not in good health. We have a lot of sickness in our community, and it's something that we have no control over.
I'm older than you are, but I'll sit here. Thank you. Hello.
But they're the ones that they still have all the information, see? They still have all that knowledge. And we need to get all the knowledge that we can. A lot of our people, all these old people, when they pass on, they take it with them, see? They don't. We want to have them bring it out to our people, to our kids, so they can leave their knowledge here with us.
To me, it's important to preserve our language and culture, because when we lose our language and we lose our culture, we lose our identity as Seneca people, and I don't ever want to see that happen.
I can tell you that there are kids my age and younger walk around and don't know who they are, and I was fortunate enough to be one of the few who grew up going to Longhouse and being spoke just a few words in my house.